the heavy stuff. Still a few hours away, but snow is falling as we near kickoff at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. Today, we've got an AFC East matchup between the Miami Dolphins and the New England Patriots. Here's the punter, Jake Bailey, ready to do the honors. And we are underway in Foxborough. On the return, Marcus Jones from the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled it to 15. They'll run with Stevenson to begin the drive. And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. They'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down. Well, these two teams, they met up way back in the season opener. And it was the Patriots who got the win on the road, so they'll look to finish off the sweep here in Foxborough. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They run once more with Stevenson. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Jones. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he will not make it to that imaginary yellow line as they get him to the ground at about the 23. 4th down, Corliss Waitman now on to punt. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. This will be fielded at the 17. And good work bringing that one back as he picks up about 16 on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. They'll get it across the 35. It'll be 2nd down. So, Charles, this defense, they definitely know that they've got their hands full here going up against a group that has won 7 straight. What's the key for them in this ball game?
Well, we asked their defensive coordinator that very question, and the response was, we have the mindset that they actually have to react to us, not the other way around. So it sounds to me like the plan is to do the attacking and not wait to see what they present to them.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. This defense for the Pats, they were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down and they're playing with extreme confidence.
And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
I love those corners who can not only cover, but don't mind getting a little physical as well. How about the coverage on that play, knocking that pass away?
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. And this ball's going to be down now right at the 10-yard line. Good spot.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Hunter Henry brings it in. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Throwing, Jones. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. The Patriots at 13-2 on the year. And they've been playing their best football of the year. Winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. Throwing again. Jones. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field that's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. Doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Off the play fake. Jones. They'll roll him out right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Now we get to see the punter, Corliss Waitman. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And this returnable for Hill. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 33-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
On 2nd and 11 now. Tua, and going deep for Hill. It's caught inside the 25. It's a big play there for Miami. 48 yards. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Looking to pass. Tua. Catch made. It's Moreau. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. And a nice milestone reached on that last throw as here late in the season, he goes over 4,000 yards passing.
And he's really thrown the ball well all season long. Had some big games along the way. He's inspired his receiving corps to go out and make plays for him in each and every ball game.
An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. And the slot man goes in motion left. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Come on, set.
We're scoreless after 1. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the second quarter. So 1st and goal now from the 7-yard line. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
It's largely been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now is where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
He'll try again. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. A great effort there. His 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter. The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Pats at the line, ready to go. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. On the draw is Stevenson. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot 1st down. Again, it's Stevenson. Running right through him. It's a solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 1st downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
Stevenson now on 1st and 10. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on 1st down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. To the right side, this is Stevenson. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Up the middle, here's Stevenson. And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Jones from the gun on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
And his kick here is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7 to 3.
So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point of drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime. If you're a good football team, you spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Here we go.
Tua sets up to pass it. He's going to float this one deep right side. It's caught at the 10. It's a big play there for Miami. 57 yards. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal.
And he is going to be stopped up at the line of scrimmage. And we'll have a stoppage as well as we have reached the 2-minute warning.
Let's go. Striker, 3-3.
On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A great play there. With his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. As his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
On the jump.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Operating from the gun, Jones. Open man, the tight end, Henry. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. That one good for 37 yards.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. Off play action, Jones. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Looking deep for Julio. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
They gave it a shot with a deep pass, but it wasn't going to work there. And now there's less time for them to try and get 3 before the half. Let's see what they dial up on this next snap.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Yeah, defense, they're blitzing here. Jones looking deep for Julio, and unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
Looking downfield for Jones. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Tua looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. picked up by Jonathan Jones. And the Patriots are going to take possession of the football. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
Straight ahead, it's Stevenson. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Those are the plays this defense needs with the deficit they're facing.
It certainly is, and they've got to continue to swarm the football and hope that someone, while they're holding up the ball carrier, can get in there and rake it and lock it free. They need to get some takeaways as well.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Jones now throwing on 4th down. And incomplete on the deep ball. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And the Dolphins defense is able to hold. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2. If they get into a third situation, head coach might say, hey, you got it.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he's going to be forced out of bounds inside the 5-yard line. It's a big play there for Miami. 54 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is up to 18 now. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions. His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break, contain, and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Jones.
Got a man. It's Tyquan Thornton.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Here's Jones. Off the bootleg. He'll buy some time right. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster.
And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on third down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a first down.
On the handoff, Stevenson.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Third quarter action here, this regular season finale. This will be 2nd and 10.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
And that'll be complete to Stevenson.
And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 40. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
And the pass to Henry is intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to get it back here just past the 35. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores. But, yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And, look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. The goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
Well, that kind of hit will certainly fire up your team both on the field and on the sideline. Tackles for lost yardage, they're always welcome.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they stop him up short of the first down as they get him at about the 43. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. As this offense takes the field against CD. Remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football?
And he fires one that's intercepted.
Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football.
A feather in the cap for the defender, picking off one of the league's better quarterbacks so far this season, and add another feather in the cap for the coaches, too. Excellent game plan, and they had their guys aware of his ability to roll out and how to defend against it.
Meanwhile, Tua's throw caught by his receiver, Hill. And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5.
61 yards for him on the ground now, and 3 touchdowns to go along with it.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
And cycle.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tyreek Hill, his 14th touchdown now on the year.
And the Dolphins are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. So they're able to capitalize there on the short field, and that might prove to be the score that turns out the lights.
The party's over. Oh, sorry about that. That's an old reference there, folks. But, yeah, they've been the better of the two teams by far, and that's great complimentary football right there. Defense.
Jake Bailey set to kickoff.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Looking to throw. Jones.
On the out route, he's got Thornton.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down.
Now Jones from the gun on 3rd down.
Oh, and Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception.
Picked up by Jalen Ramsey.
Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this.
From the 24, Tua. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 3. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Brandon, that's what you call being manhandled at the point of attack. And I know the offensive line gets a lot of blame for that one. But occasionally, the defense just knows what you're going to do. Maybe they scouted it perfectly. Maybe someone tipped it off. But on that play, it had no chance.
Sanders' kick is good.
So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
A give for Stevenson, running right. 62 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
They'll try and run for the first with Stevenson. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40.
It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16.
That's good for the Patriots.
Now a handoff. Stevenson.
And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Here's Stevenson.
And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone.
On the counter, it's Stevenson.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
And he'll get this forward only for about a yard, as that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning.
Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
Let's go.
From the gun, it's Stevenson.
And he'll be stopped short of the first down, right around the 18-yard line. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
They throw it out right complete, and he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Out of the gun, they give it to Stevenson.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes the defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Desperation time now. Here's Jones.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Dolphins' defense is able to hold. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And this team continues to stake its claim as Super Bowl favorites. They are now eyeing an 8th straight win as they begin this drive here in the fourth quarter. The 71 yards rushing for him now to this point.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game.
Okay, right.
2nd down and 3.
Field, left, red, cycle.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. And going deep for Hill. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit too.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Now a handoff running through the middle. They find some open field here. And all the way down to the 37. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the
you gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Then at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. You just like to lose. Make a move. Then at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. Yeah, I jump out the booth. Then I might hop through the roof. Got all the rings. My team is the truth, but they some lies to you. And they never sing, but they always shoot. And all of their diamonds are new. And that's why I'm here with villain, cause I really get it. And I need all my honeys in blue. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Then at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Then at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. Make a choice. I need 100 pack for my boys. Be hating and talking and talking and hating. I bet you I kill the noise. I've been a man like I'm painting. I boost up my rating. You know how I play with toys. Pop out on any occasion. Get standing ovations. They can't help it but rejoice. They all wanna follow me. Cause I got my foot on the opposition neck and ain't no apologies. 100 yards, you know.